All right. I think I am live. Hi, everyone. I am just going to wait for myself to actually get these other devices working so I could do it a little better today. So, yeah, so let's see if I can get that going. Give me a second, everyone. All right, I'm trying to get this on my phone so I can read the comments and do the live this time. This is only my second time, so you guys have to have a little bit of grace with me. So let's see. I have to shut the volume off so I don't hear myself in the background. Sue and Herb told me to do that, so I'm going to do that right now. Okay, shut volume. Okay, that's what I have to do. So I'm shutting the volume. Okay, and now I have to go to Mrs. Claus's cottage. So let's get that in. Hi, everybody. Just be patient. I'm trying to get this on my phone so I can read messages this time. Okay, yay! All right, I see the picture. And hey, Cheryl. Okay, got it. All right, guys, so welcome. Wait, I gotta ring my bells. Make sure can you guys hear me? Just, if you can hear me and the bells, just let me know. All right, great. Well, Merry Marchy Christmas to you all again. This is our last week of March. Time really does get shorter as we get older, doesn't it? I literally feel like I was just talking to you all yesterday. I can't believe I'm on week 2 already. I still feel like I'm recovering from week 1. But I'm glad I got through it. I'm getting a little bit better. I've gotten a little bit of advice and a little bit of help from everyone, so I think it's going to be a little bit better from now on. If any of you are out there for the first time, you haven't missed much because I only did one episode before this, which you can find on my page. That live introduces you to what we plan to do. So you might want to pop over there on YouTube or Facebook or YouTube and watch it. I did post it to YouTube. I don't know how to go live to YouTube yet and do both at the same time. Haven't gotten there yet. So I sent out all the Christmas gifts from last week that my viewers won, but I opted for the slow shipping on every box. So it would only cost half a fortune, not an entire fortune. So please be patient in getting your Christmas gifts. As you guys get your boxes, please let me know. Post a video, have someone else do it, of you opening it or whatever, and post it on your Facebook and tag me in it so I can see. All right, if you haven't got anything in 2 weeks time frame, please inbox me if you got a gift last week. I have all the shipping receipts and I can track it just in case. Okay, if my MacBook Pro quits on me or something happens, I'm going to try to go live from my phone. But I think so far it looks like, from what I see, that it's going okay. All right, so every week, I hope, will be a little easier for me, fingers crossed, so I can check comments and interact with you guys better, but no promises. I totally feel like I'm a squirrel and I'm going to get taken off course if I read too many comments. So I had no idea you guys were on like a delay of like 30 to 60 seconds. So that was messing me up. That was something I learned last week. So that explains as to why when I was asking questions, nobody was answering right away. I'm so sorry. I feel like an old lady when it comes to this tech stuff. Also, I didn't know you can't post pictures. So I asked a lot of people for pictures last week, and I had no idea you couldn't post them. It kind of came to me later in the show. So at least I know I can't ask for that. And that kind of stinks because I love pictures. So I guess they do it for security reasons. Who knows? Honestly, I really don't go on the computer that much. And when I do, it's mostly for work. So, and I just found Sue and Herb and Manny's paper crafts within the last month because I started this page. Did anyone just come over from Sue and Herb's, by the way? They were so cute in their little Easter bunny outfits. Oh, it's so adorable. Anyway, let's see. I've tried to find other Christmas-based Facebook or YouTube channels to watch, but I can't seem to find anything like Sue and Herb have or what I'm trying to create. I'm really just trying to have people who love Christmas, like myself, have a place to forget about the rest of the world for a while. That's exactly why my North Pole is being created. It's to bring folks out of wherever they are in life and put them in a space where they can forget about this world and go into a warm, loving, inviting, safe, magical space. Kind of like Disney World, but without the budget. And it's all Christmas. And I've never been to Dolly World. I heard Dolly World had like this great Christmas event, and I always wanted to go there, but I didn't make it. And then they had an auction of all their Christmas stuff, and I found out about it the next day. I think it took me like a year to get over that because I was just traumatized that I missed it. Anyway, so when you come to the cottage, I hope I make everybody feel like you're on your way to Mrs. Claus's house, especially if you're there on a day when the living room is open for readings of the night before Christmas, where if you recall, that's the place I told you all last week where the screenplay play that I wrote will start and end in the living room. I still get goosebumps when I think about how special that's going to be to the kids when they see it. They're actually going to see the movie on the big screen, and then they actually get to go there and have the same experience. I just think if I was a kid, that's what I would want. I would be beyond excited to know that I'd be going to the same place I saw a movie. Kind of like the Christmas house in Cleveland, Ohio, where the movie A Christmas Story was based on. So I have yet gone inside or to stay there, because you can actually stay there. But I will tell you that I've camped out in front of the house. So you know what time it is? It's story time. So let's get to that story. When I was moving cross country, one particular time, I made a few trips. I was by myself. I had my dog, Ethan, and my tarantula, Shafi. I'll tell you that story another time about my tarantula. So I was driving in the car, pulling a trailer, and I decided to go to the Christmas house, but I got there in the middle of the night. So I thought I'd just park in front of the house, get some rest in my car, which wasn't all that comfy, but it would be worth it because when I woke up, I'd be going to the Christmas house from A Christmas Story. However, in the middle of the night, I wasn't feeling all that safe. I heard people screaming, dogs barking, and I realized I was in the middle of Cleveland at night by myself, and I really didn't know my surroundings. Now, I'm not saying it's not a safe place, but the hairs on the back of my neck told me to get the heck out of there. So off to a Walmart parking lot I went, and when the sun came up, I was back on the road heading west, and I never went back. I was probably about an hour out of my way at that point, and I was just anxious, to get to my new home. So I said, I'll do it, on the next trip, which I didn't yet. I'm going to go, but not yet. So I think I didn't go back because I just didn't want to lose the time of driving. But rest assured, when I move on another chapter in my life, I will be going there. Okay, I'm going to go to that place. Oh, and I'm going to be going to Castle Noel, which I want to visit Mark and Dana in Medina, Ohio. I don't know if you know about them. They have something like a 40,000 square foot place, which is what I aspire to. They opened in 2013, and I haven't been to them yet, but I will soon enough. I can't wait to tell them what I'm going to do and get some great advice and ideas from them. When I hear Mark's voice, it brings me so much joy. And if you listen to his voice, he has that love of Christmas, that enthusiasm, that charm. It's incredible. I can't wait to meet them and see their place. Okay. Being in a community with people who have this passion and love for Christmas makes you a happy soul. And it's hard to explain to people who don't have that passion what it actually feels like to us. It's like you smile all the time when you're in Christmas mode. Your heart is a little lighter than most. You will generally have a more giving spirit and want to make the world a better place. Sadly, we know some people kind of live their lives a little selfishly, who are all about themselves, what they want, what they need, and forget about the gift of giving to others and how gratifying it is to one's soul knowing they made a difference in someone else's life besides their own. It's something that's in you, and some people won't ever understand. Some people might tell you, look out for yourself because when you need someone most, no one will be there for you. And some people will take advantage of that kind spirit. And you could be left with nothing and no one to help you if you need it. And you know what? I've heard all those words. I have been taken advantage of. We probably all have, right? And I've even asked for help and there was no one there. And you know what? It hurt, but it never took away from who I was, just how I looked at some things and some people in my life. I've fought a lot of discouragement, and I'm here to tell you that it's okay to be your true self, no matter what that means. As long as you don't hurt anyone, live your life the way you want, even if that means you want to celebrate Christmas all year round. And even if others think it's crazy, it's okay. And you might be one of those people who get taken advantage of, but don't let anyone rob you of that spirit. Because as I get older, I realize there are fewer people in the world like me, except for when I'm in places that have the magic of Christmas. Then I feel like I'm with my people and everybody understands me. And it's such a great feeling. It's just hard to put in words, but because you're here with me, I know you guys understand. I hope I'm doing okay so far. All right, let's see. Like here with all of you in this space, I hope I get to meet you all at the cottage. I really do. I know you're kind of meeting me and I'm not meeting you. That's how I feel when I'm watching other people. Like, how do we connect if, we don't really know each other? But I promise you, I'm going to try to get to know a lot of you. I feel like I've made some new connections and new friends already, and that makes my heart so happy. So believe in yourself, even if nobody else does, because in the end, the only one you have to answer to is your own conscience. Not those who judged you. They'll be fighting their own battles at the end of their life. And I want every kid who walks through that door with their big eyes to know that magic exists because it lays in your heart. You have to find a place, a mission, a purpose, some outlet to make it come to life, and the cottage is mine. That's one of my purposes of filling my soul. You'll find out some other purposes I have as we get to know each other. So here's another story, one more before we move on. A few years ago, I found the perfect place for the cottage, and I needed a hand up, not a hand out, but a hand up, and there was no one there to help me. It was a pretty dark place for me, to say the least, because the cottage is about creating magic for millions and made me feel like, number one, nobody else wanted to make lives better like me, and that was a blow to my entire thinking of humans. Big revelation, I know. Number two, it made me feel like nobody believed in me. And that was kind of crushing because I'm a really hard worker and it's been a huge sacrifice to get to where I am right now. Geez, I haven't had a real vacation in years and I've missed a lot of events in my family's and friend lives. But no matter how hard it is to get to where you need to go, the key is to find your joy in the journey. Like where I am now with all of you, this is joy. A little nerve-wracking too, I'm not going to lie, because I'm not really good in front of a camera. But this sharing fills my heart. It really does. I feel connected to you guys. I don't even know you. I don't know how many people are even watching me, but I just know that there are people out there that are looking for magic and joy, and we're all looking and searching for that, and hopefully we can find it with each other. Can you imagine what it would feel like to everyone when we open the doors? It will be beyond amazing and euphoric. And the last thing is, when I found the perfect place and no one would help me, I started to doubt myself. I started thinking I wasn't deserving of anyone believing in me or wanting to make the world more magical, but I had to brush that off my shoulders and realize my dreams, my visions aren't anybody else's responsibility but my own. And I had to find another way to make it happen. I also want to point out that I wasn't looking for a hand up as much as I wasn't looking for a hand out as much as a hand up. But I won't get into details about what that means, but there is a difference in life. And I know this venture is going to cost a lot of money to get started. A lot. I do have the property after looking for so many years, and I almost had the perfect spot once, but apparently it wasn't meant to be at the time, so here I am now, ready to embark on this journey with strangers who only have one thing in common with me, from what I know, because I don't personally know you guys, but we have a shared love, which is the feeling, the magic, and the blessings of Christmas. Now, I'm not one to ever take money from people or not work solely for what I want, but because of the price tag of this project, I have to do a Kickstart, which I'm actually okay with, which is actually a surprise to me because that's just not who I am. So I had to be okay with it and find peace and realize, I'm not forcing anyone to donate. If you want, you can, and if you don't want, you don't have to. And I like that concept. Even if people just share it, they're a part of it. Even if people believe in my mission, they'll help make it happen. So I can't wait to find out if it works or not. It will take a lot of time and dedication and a lot of sharing to the right people. So if any of you know anyone personally with a large following who can possibly share it for me, that would be a gift in itself. We need to get Mr. Beast to post it on his page. Does anyone know Jimmy personally? If you do, pass it along to him. He loves to make good things happen, and this is a good thing. In fact, it's going to be a great thing. And even if I don't get funded for everything, I'm going to start a lot smaller. But I am going to start because I have that property. That is a done deal. So I'd like to start as big as I can in a budget that I think can work. But we have to see how it works with the Kickstart, how big it's going to be. We should actually be launching in April, so I'll keep you all posted on that. I've always wanted some kind of platform to be able to lift people up, to make them feel like they matter no matter what, and maybe I found it here. And if my words bore you, then maybe this channel isn't for you. I'm navigating what I want to do here still, and it's only my second show, but I really want people who are good-hearted people who might have felt, taken advantage of or struggled or anything, to just really learn and know their worth. You can change the world if you want to, even if I just make just one person feel like that's possible or that they matter. You can make the world a better place, folks. You can. You can make a difference. We all can. Think about it. Just one person makes a difference. What if we could change the world to a more beautiful place, one person at a time, each and every one of us, just one person? Well, we can. And my favorite saying is, be the change you wish to see in this world. I hope I can do that with the cottage. Okay, now back to the movie. I know the movie idea will take a bit of time, but if I can grab Jon Favreau, who directed my favorite Christmas movie, Elf, that's one thing you need to know about me. That is my all-time favorite movie. John's from New York as well, Flushing, I believe. I was first introduced to John when he played Monica's eccentric millionaire boyfriend on Friends. Does anybody remember that? It was in 1997. His character's name was Pete Becker, Monica's millionaire boyfriend who competed in the Ultimate Fighting Championship for several episodes, and I love that show. It still breaks my heart about Matthew Perry. Just when he was starting to really fall into his skin, his life was taken, and it freaking breaks my heart because he made so many people happy with his laughter, and he was doing so many great things with people who were suffering from addiction, and it was a tragic loss for everybody. Well, that was the first time I saw John, by the way, on Friends. I fell in love with his character, and then when I learned he directed Elf, I was sold. So he's on my hit list for the director when I'm ready. So let me tell you another little story about me. Years ago, I used to own a spa, and when you walked in, 9 times out of 10, you heard the movie Elf playing. Not only heard it, but it was playing on a TV in the corner of the room. If any of my New York friends are on right now who are listening, can verify that to the viewers out there, go right ahead. I literally played it every day, all day long in the reception room. That was a movie that just made me happy. And I wanted to make people who walk through the doors at my spa happy before they started their treatments. I mean, what better way to do that than playing the movie Elf? Some people have spa music playing. Oh no, not at Allison's place. So let's see. Let's see. You know, smiling's my favorite, right? We all know that. We all know that saying in Elf, smiling's my favorite. It is. And when people hear that and when they see that movie, they smile. You have to. It's just, if you don't like the movie, you can't be on the page. Because I love that movie. I'm just teasing. Of course you can. Okay, I want to take a few minutes and read some comments and say hello to people. But remember, I'm not good at scrolling through this thing, so you have to be patient. If I miss your comment, I'll catch you after the show and respond. And if you have a question that maybe I miss, please send it to my inbox and I'll get back to you. And then we're going to do the hat segment. Believe me, you folks, this is not my hat. Okay, let's see. I want to say hi to Cheryl and Kevin and Griswold and Betty and Beth, Heather Sue. Hi, Sue. Jerry. Okay, Mark. Hi, Mark. Deb. Hi, Deb. Jordan. Kelly. Wow, look at all the people on here. Okay, I think I'm going to cry because it's so sweet. Hi, Rosa. I love that. I love even saying that. Raven. Jordan. Hi, everyone. Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Oh, Rosario's on. Hi, Ro. Betty. Mark. All right. Jerry. Jennifer. All right. I can't read these all because if I did, I would be here all day. So, okay, Rosaria said there's a delay. Sorry, that might be my internet. So if there is, I'm sorry. Hi, Cheryl and Jennifer. Hey, Scott Kiesling. So Scott and Nancy have a page. They do couples counseling, and they help people with their life. I don't know how to actually describe what you do. Something to that effect where they make people's lives better and they help people find the direction. But Scott is also a special effects guy, and he's going to be helping me create the North Pole, and will be in charge of that with the movie. So what's up, Scott and Nancy? Giving is living. That's right, baby. Camille. Hi, Camille. Let's see. Hello. Pandy Valberto. Hi, Pandy. Andy. Hello, everyone. Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Kathy. All right. Oh, my gosh. There's so many people on here. Okay, now I'm getting nervous that you're all watching. Hi, Bonnie. Bonnie. I went to school with Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. Cheryl. Okay, let's see. Christopher, which I had a hard time saying his name last week. And that's another thing. So it was really weird when someone told me they were in West Virginia because I was talking about fostering. So she's like, I'm a WV. And I didn't know what that meant. I didn't even realize there was such a delay. And she was talking about West Virginia, but that's how slow I am when I'm reading, when I'm nervous. So I apologize for that. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Kelly. Is it Raven? That's a pretty name. All right, guys. So I'm going to get to my hat segment now. So what I'm going to do for one hot second is I'm going to cover the screen and then reappear with my awesome hat. And because it's pretty magical and I have to make sure you guys can see me. So I'll tell you the story about this hat, but first I'm going to put it on for you so you can see. I had a cover for my camera, but I don't know where it went. So I'm just going to put a Post-it over there for a second, and I'm going to change hats, hang out, because this is pretty awesome. So hold tight. Okay, I'm covering you guys up. I know you're on a 30-second delay, so hopefully that's covering, but I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay, I see it now. So hold on. I'm going to put this baby on. Oof. All right. I'm going to get it ready. All right. You guys hang out because when you see this, it's pretty crazy. All right. Oshbeth. Okay. This goes in the back of me. All right. Okay. Now, I don't know how much you're going to be able to see, but here we go. Wait. Hold on a second. Where's my glasses? Yep. Okay. Here we go. Ready? Can you guys see my hat? Okay. I don't know how much you can see, so I'm waiting. There we go. Okay, this is one of my Christmas hats that I made. And it's pretty crazy. So I'm gonna tell you the story about it, but I'm gonna have to turn it off. But I'm gonna show you what I did. Hey, Manny. Oh, it stopped by itself, so that's good. All right, that's good. So I'm gonna tell you about this hat. Okay. So I absolutely love Christmas hats. I wear a different one every day during December. Well, usually I start the day after Thanksgiving, to be honest. I love seeing people's reactions, whether they think I'm nuts or it brings them joy. It always makes people smile. So this is probably my favorite hat that I made, like absolutely favorite. Let's see, where was I? Yeah. Okay, which brings me to what time? It brings me to story time. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the story, as apparently this channel should probably be called Story Time with Mrs. Claus, more so than Mrs. Claus's Cottage. So when I moved cross country, I only knew a few people in Washington. And I had a friend in New York that knew a guy. That's how we all start our sayings in New York, by the way. I knew someone who knew someone, blah, blah, blah. His name was Vinny, who was also from New York, who moved to where I was going to move to. So I found out we only lived a couple of towns away from each other while we both lived in New York, and we had a lot of friends in common. So it was just fitting to be his new friend in Washington. Well, being he was Italian and I was Italian, we both hit it off right away and became family. That's how it works. He's like a big brother to me. He has about 10 or 15 years on me. Well, Vinny would have a couple of misfits, so to speak, on Christmas Eve at his place, and I ended up turning it into something a wee bit bigger of a gathering when I came to town. So I made a huge antipasto dinner and more desserts than you knew what to do with, and there was always food for people to take home. So the people who came were mostly all strangers who had no family and nowhere to go to feel the magic of Christmas. So we would invite anyone who was alone or in need of food, and we would all sit down with all the tables butted up to each other and have Christmas Eve dinner, which the people in Washington were not used to an Italian feast by any means. Definitely not the way I'm used to serving. So it was quite comical when people thought all there was to eat was the antipasto. They thought that was the whole meal. Meanwhile, if you know anything about traditions, that's just the first course. So, that could feed a football team, and we all know that. So after dinner, I would change into my dress reds, and I would, or a crazy Christmas hat, and I would give away gifts to people I didn't even know. The gifts were very general. Lots of stocking stuffers like flashlights or back scratchers or lotto tickets, socks, candy, sometimes blankets, whatever I could think of to wrap and give away to people that I didn't even know. That was very general. And they would sit at the table and open every little individual gift with such enthusiasm, as if they were kids at Christmas, in total amazement, and wonder why a stranger gave them anything at all. That, my friends, is what magic is all about. Just watching them after weeks of shopping, wrapping, cooking, just watching their smiles for 5 minutes just filled my soul. These folks had no one and were basically alone, but they felt the magic of Christmas. Every year we did this for years. And not because of the things that they got, but because someone felt they were worthy enough to put forth the effort. That is what I want you all to feel. And I wish I could give you all gifts all the time, but economically that is not possible, especially after I just went to the post office with 20 gifts. Mrs. Claus still has to pay the elves to make the toys, even if it's in cookies, although the U.S. Post Office doesn't accept cookies for payment, or I'd be all over that. Okay, so getting back to my story. Vinny and I did that for so many wonderful, beautiful years until COVID. COVID, let's just be thankful that's over with. The best thing, though, that I liked about COVID, if you had to pick something good that came out of it, was we all slowed down, if even for a moment. And you know what? I thought that was really cool. I remember reading that we all slowed down so much that the atmosphere was recovering, the fish were recovering, everything around us was just regenerating. And even though we lost a lot of people in COVID, maybe we needed that time to regenerate and to just take a moment to slow down. And sometimes we all need that. Okay, back to my hat. So this was one of my hats I wore at Vinny's at Christmas when I gave out gifts. And I'm going to check out some comments, but I'm going to play this. I'm going to do this one more time, so in case anybody missed it. Can you guys see it? I don't know if you can see it or not in the screen. So that's my hat. So hopefully you guys can see that. Isn't that crazy? And I gave out gifts while this thing was going around my head. All right, I got to catch it. Oh, there we go. Wait, hold on. There we go. So, all right, I'm going to check some messages. So, okay, so I have to scroll back because I just want to say, let's see. Okay, I got that. Let's see. Does anybody wear hats like this, or am I the only one? Okay. Sorry if your chat is frozen. I don't know anything about that. It could be my service. Hi, Manny. Okay. I am a nut row. I love it. Absolutely. Ah, Dawn, you love it. That's great. Heather loves it. Oh, good. You guys like my hat and you don't think I'm crazy. Maybe you do, but that's okay. Don't tell me I'm crazy. It'll hurt my feelings. All right. There's so many comments. Oh, Sue and Herb, you love the hat. I told you I love hats. And Sue, I actually got that that hat that you wore. I had it on last week. It was a gingerbread guy hat. I got that. Dawn, it reminds me of the I Love Lucy episodes where she wore the big heavy hat and fell down the stairs. I got to check that out because I don't remember that. Oh, you remember my desserts row? Yeah, I'm sure you do. Oh, yeah, I used to make them for your kids' birthdays all the time. Sunday dinners were big. Oh, yeah, Scott, that's right. So I actually moved to North Carolina for about a year of my life, and we used to have Sunday dinners at my friend Gina's house, and Scott and his brother Mike would come over, and because we were all from New York and we all moved down there, and we would have Sunday dinners. So yeah, and I tried to keep that. Just wanted to keep that sense of that's where I grew up and that's how I grew up, and it was just brought us all together. So that's what we did. Okay, let's see. All right, so let's see. All right, let me get to, all right, I want to get to the unboxing. So I'm going to change out of my hat back to my, because I want to do my second segment. So I'm going to get to the unboxing of something. So give me 1 second. I'm going to change out of this. Hold on. It's only going to be a second. Hold tight, folks. Ooh, that's what you call. All right, here we go. All right, was that quick enough? Oh, that thing is heavy. And I gave away gifts with that. Oh my gosh, it was great. Okay, so now we have an unboxing. So I have a budget that I spend every year on Christmas items, either to display them or sell at the North Pole. What I'm going to show you today is from Frontgate. I buy a lot of my stuff online. It's a big snowflake, and it's big and heavy, but I want it to be the entrance to my snow room, which Scott's going to be helping me with. Since I spoke about that last week, I thought it would be a good place to start with you guys. So, as Sophia Petrillo would say, for those of you who don't know who that is, she's from the Golden Girls. I'm showing my age, I guess. She would say something like this. Picture it. Mrs. Claus's cottage, the snow room. So take a bunch of these snowflakes, think of an arch shape, make it big enough that you can walk through and under. That's big enough for strollers, a few people, and maybe a train. But that's going to be later. So that'll be the entrance to that particular room. We're going to have different rooms, but the snow room is going to be really the fun room. So this box was damaged, so I wanted to make sure it worked. But even if it doesn't light up or something happened to it, I still think it's pretty impressive, and I want to show you guys. So let me open it up and show you guys how awesome it is. So I didn't take it out. I have it right next to me. I'm going to slice it open and get this party started here. Okay, so here it is. Oh my gosh, it's pretty big. I did not open it, by the way, but it was ripped. I don't know if you guys can see, but it was ripped there. So I'm going to take it out of the box. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should do this beforehand and just show you guys the product. Hold on a second. I got to get this out of here. So give me a second. There we go. So hold on. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh. Okay, it's not that bad. There it is. It's pretty good. All right. Here it is. All right, let me get rid of this huge box. Excuse me. Okay. I'm gonna put this box right here. All right, holy crap, this is beautiful and big. All right, so here we go. Wow, this is really impressive. Okay, so I just got to get my cord so I can plug it in for you. Well, it looks like it's not damaged at all. Just the box was damaged, which that happens a lot. Okay. So I'm going to plug this in, and I'm going to lift it up. Okay. Can you guys see this? Ooh. Okay. Here we go. Hold on. Ooh. Okay. Can you guys see that? Look at how big it is. Is that pretty or what? So it has a real nice sparkle to it. All right, it's so heavy I have to put it on the table. So it even has this up here. I mean, I could shut the lights, but I don't really want to go through all that, to be honest. So that's just too much work for me because it takes forever to put them on. So it has this hoop up here like a regular ornament would go from the tree. So there's going to be a ton of these, and they're really big. But if you guys can see the sparkle in here, I see that I'm on a delay, so...
I can see them.
Oh, can you see it, Mr. C? Okay. There it is. Look at that. Can you guys see that? Look at it sparkling.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I bought a lot of these from Front Gate, and these are going to be a huge circle and a big arch. So I'm going to put this down now because it's extremely heavy. Oh. So, okay. Okay, let's see. You guys like that? Oh, look, everybody says beautiful, cool. Yeah, absolutely. So that's my plan. So when you walk into the snow room, I want to have all of them in an arch that you walk through. So that's my plan with these. So, okay, that's two things that I wanted to show you guys. The last thing that I came up with today is the last segment that I want to do with you guys, because we're 45 minutes in now, so we're all just about done, is one of my favorite things. So this item that I want to show you was given to me by someone very dear to me who passed away. It was Phil McKenzie. Phil passed away about 5 years ago. He was in his 50s, and he was my best friend Joe's partner. So this picture was given to Phil from a friend of his that passed away, and Phil told Joey to give it to me when he passed away. He had cancer. He knew he was going to pass, and he knew how much I loved Christmas, so he wanted to pass this along to somewhere that it would have a home that it belonged. So when you come to the North Pole, rest assured, you're going to see this on top of one of my mantles. So I want to show you this beautiful, and it is big. I can't tell you how big. Oh, but it is ginormous. It is really big. Let's see if you guys can see that.
Yeah, I can see
I mean, it is really, really big. You can see it, Mr. C? That's great. So, look at how beautiful that is. This is really big. I don't know how big, but I can assure you that it's tremendous, and it's going to go great on a mantle. So, this is one of my favorite things. It's special to me. It means so much, and you guys are going to see it at the cottage. So it's definitely going over a mantle. Oh, and there's a lot of glare on it. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't know how to get rid of that, so I'm going to put it down. Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to get rid of that glare. So,
that.
nope, I'm okay. I got it. Thank you. Okay. So I also found some of those pictures. I found the prints to it, and I bought some to sell at the cottage, but they're not that big. So I'm excited about all these visions that I have in my head that I can hardly contain myself sometimes. And I love sharing this stuff with all of you, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well, and your imagination gets kickstarted. You know, life without risk is no life at all. And if you don't take chances, if you don't try, you'll never know what your true capabilities are. And if you just stay where you are because you're comfortable, you'll never really know what your potential could be. So take that chance, just like I'm doing. Try the idea you have. Make friends with everyone who will bring something positive to your life and speak through your heart. And 9 times out of 10, it won't steer you wrong. So always feel with your heart, right? Talk with your heart, because I have this big snowflake now between my knees as I'm trying to talk. Okay, very good. Sorry, guys, I'm getting distracted. But I don't, don't feel bad about leaving certain people out of your life either, because there are some who are on their own path that may be destructive or not serving a greater purpose in the world to serve others in a positive light, like we all want to do. And it's okay to say no to people who can hurt you, who are self-serving. It's okay to let go of things that make you sad. Surround yourself with magic, my new friends, for life is so much shorter than we think. So pay it forward. Just pay it forward. Whether it's a big smile, a hug, a helping hand, holding a door, and I know you've heard all these things, right? By a stranger, a cup of coffee. Oh, and remind me to tell you about my coffee story one day. Not today, because I promised 45 minutes today, and I'm already a couple of minutes over. Plus, I think I told you enough stories, but someone remind me to tell you the coffee story, and I will. And to my fellow Christmas lovers, I truly hope you all find something to make you sparkle. And if anybody knows me, I have said that my whole life. I just hope you find something to make you sparkle in life. So, Merry Christmas, my new friends. Good night. Sweet dreams. May you all have a blessed Easter. And whether you're alone or with family and friends, know that this community, these people right here on this platform, want you to have peace. You need peace, right? We all need to find our peace. So happy Easter, everyone, and God bless you all. We'll see you next week. I'm going to have the same 3 segments, right? I'll do a hat, I'll do an unboxing, which I'm going to do a little bit better. Oh, and I didn't give anything away. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. We have to give something away. So I do have, okay, so Michelle and Vito, Cassidy and Eden, told me to give away their gifts from last week. So I want to do that. So I have this right here. And do I have anybody who's, okay, so I don't know if anybody shared it out. Did anybody share it out? Anybody at all? Let's see about, did anybody share it? Because I forgot to tell people to share. You see what I'm saying? I can't remember everything. The pressure. It's too much pressure. Anybody out there share it? The first person who tells me that they shared it. Did you share it? And I'm going to take your word for it because I think people are honest. You did. Christopher did. Yay! Christopher, did you get one of these already though from last week? I'm not sure. If you didn't, I don't know if you did or not. Okay. Well, Christopher definitely did. And do I have any birthdays that are, and not Rosaria because I gave you something last week for the girls. Oh, I dropped my pen. Is there anybody who has a birthday really close to today? Christopher, send me your address again in case I can't find it in my inboxes. Anybody have a birthday? Oh, you got the hats already? Christopher, you got the hats? All right, I hope you post something. You're April 7th. I got April 7th already. Anybody closer or no? Okay, I can't give you another gift. That wouldn't be right. I have this cup, a really cool cup, and it says Merry Merry, and I want to give it away. Somebody else give me a birthday that's close. This is great. I love these cups. I love them. They're travel cups. This is so cute, and it's heavy duty. You did, and you love the hats? Awesome. All right. Come on. Anybody have a birthday close? Nobody? Not one person? Does nobody want to do it? You know, and I have to think of another way. I think because Herb and Sue do trivia, I think I'm going to do a riddle. And that'll be my giveaway. A riddle and sharing it. So if there's anybody there who hasn't, okay, somebody, oh, do trivia? Hi, Kristen. Oh, my cousin's on here. Hi, sweetie. December 19th. Kathy, I tell you, nobody else is getting back to me. Nobody has a birthday, like, coming up or that just passed or anything? All right. Well, why don't you have a seat right there, sir? Let's see. Hi, Kristen. Yes, I'm doing great. We're just at the end of this. I want to give something away, but May 6th. All right, I had someone tell me December. Okay. March 11th. Okay, there we go. Deb, I'm going to send you this because that's the closest. All right, so it's going to Deb. Deb, do me a favor. Send me your address, which I think you won something last week, but next week I'm going to be better about this because I was so excited to show you guys stuff. My hat, really. Deb, I was so excited to show you that. Oh, by the way, my favorite Easter flower. I can't even tell you how nice this hyacinth smells. Oh my gosh, it smells so nice. This is my favorite. I have hundreds of these. I buy them. Where I live, this little thing is $5.99. I'm not even kidding. It's so tiny, and it's only one, but it's really beautiful. So that's my Easter flower for me this year. All right, guys. Well, until next week, we're going to do another unboxing, another hat, and another favorite thing, and a riddle for a prize. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I hope you guys had a little bit of fun, and I have more stories for you next week. I'll have to tell you the tarantula story and the coffee story. I'll have to put that in my notes so I remember to tell you those two stories. So hopefully we'll get to know each other, and you guys will pass this and share it and tell people. I don't know how to get a lot of followers. I'm not that savvy on the computer, so I'm just looking for you guys to help me spread the word so we can talk about the cottage. And I will be doing on location lives, just so you know. We'll be going to the property when I redo the sleigh that I just got. We'll be going there, so it won't just be here. But right now, while I get my feet wet trying to figure out this technology stuff, which is probably really simple to some of you guys, but not to me. And at least I'm honest about that. So that's the other thing. I'm pretty honest, which gets me in trouble. But I like being that way. And I like being real, and I like being happy, and I love spreading Christmas cheer. So happy Easter to you guys. And I know, we have to sing that little bunny song. What is it? Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. All right, folks, I'll see you. Easter blessings to you all. And I'll see you guys next week. And have a great, blessed Easter. See you guys. Bye.